Hello everyone. Hello. I'll just wait for few more people to join in and then I'll start the demo. Artology therapy. Hello. Hi Neharika. Okay, so those who do not know me, I am Preeti from uh, Preeti YS Galleria, and I'm from Chennai. Um, and I have experimented with multiple mediums like watercolors, acrylics, wash, pastels, and charcoal pencils, graphite pencils, and a lot more. But in the end, I have settled myself with watercolors, I would say. And yeah, I do paint using acrylics now and then, but yeah, of all my favorites are watercolors. So I guess I'll start with the demo. I'll be showing you all how to paint birch tree using watercolors. So before that, I'll just show you my couple of artworks. Not much, but I do paint seascapes, landscapes, and florals. But let me just turn the camera first. Okay, so I have switched off the filter. I hope you all can see the screen. Is it visible? Can someone quickly respond? I hope this should be fine. Okay, so this is one of my landscape work. I hope you all can see. I'm not able to cover the entire thing in the screen, but yeah. And this is another one. I mean, those were the days I used to paint on large canvases, but these days I'm sticking on to small ones. So yeah, these are some of the examples of how birch illustrations are done. This is my take on birch tree illustration. This one and this. So I'm sure you all must have looked in the poster that Pen Paper Scissor had put. So I'll be painting that one. So these are the colors I would be using for today's demo. So it's just I guess affordable paints are available in Pen Paper Scissor website. So those who want to start with watercolors, you can always pop into Pen Paper Scissor website and you can go for Brewster colors. They even have White Knights, they have Daniel Smith, and I'm sure you all can explore different mediums. So I'll quickly start. I'll be using Art Philosophico Confections Classics palette today. and I'm gonna use Princeton Neptune series size 10. Even this is available in Pen Paper Scissor website, so I guess you all can check it out. They are available in I guess a Neptune series. I don't know about this travel brush set, but you can go for this Neptune series. I'm sure this is available. I just saw recently on their website. So I'm gonna be using also a silver black velvet round size 8 brush, and also the one I just showed you, square wash Princeton size 3 by 4 inches. Okay, so keeping the swatch card aside, I'll firstly quickly show you how the texture of the birch tree actually works. So I'm gonna be taking a little bit of brown, you don't have to add too much of water though. I'm just gonna go very randomly dabbing my brush here and there with these spots. So this is the technique we'll be using of the birch tree. I found this technique a lot more simpler than painting it in a detailed way. So I have cleaned my brush, and this is just a damp brush, wet brush. So I'm just gonna join these colors like this. You don't have to be perfect in your illustration, because trees do not remain perfect. And after this you can add the spots again. You don't have to go for taking extra paint to paint the trees or something. You can just join the dots directly with the existing paint. So this is the technique we'll be using on our demo today. Okay, so let me start. So I am gonna be using handmade paper today, which is 100% cotton, but you can find more affordable watercolor sheets on Pen Paper Scissor website. They have Anupam papers, Canson papers. I'm sure they're super affordable. I'm running out of stock of Canson papers, hence I had to use this handmade paper. And it is totally your wish, whether to use a masking tape or not. I generally do not prefer using masking tape because I hate following rules. So I will start with the painting. Firstly, obviously I'm gonna go for the birch tree. I'm gonna go directly for it. I believe that you have to go with the flow. You don't have to plan every painting. As far as in my case, I do not draw any sort of thumbnails. I do not plan my paintings, so I just go about randomly thinking that okay, these elements have to be added in this painting, and so yeah, that's how I do it. Okay, so let's start with laying down the texture. You don't have to follow certain pattern. You can draw wherever you want to, like it can be tilted or straight or anyhow you want to. This is a very easy illustration, guys. I'm sure even a beginner can try it. Okay. Okay, so let's join these, shall we? I'm gonna be taking this wash brush. It'll be more convenient for me to just join these. So I'm gonna be doing like this. So I chose to work with watercolors. It's because it's very easy medium to work with, and I do not have to follow any sort of rules. I can paint loose or I can do some realistic stuffs. It's really cool to use watercolors. I do not have to think about ruining my painting or something. It just doesn't work that way in watercolors. I'm like, even if I tend to ruin my painting, I tend to reactivate my colors and then correct it. So it's that easy for me to work with watercolors. So I guess I'm done with this birch texture. I'll go for the other one. I guess I should go for something more thinner because this is already thick. It's totally your will and wish, guys. I mean, there are no rules in painting. It's all about your creativity in the end. You guys should really check out Pen Paper Scissor website. There are art supplies which are easily accessible, that aren't accessible in my place as well. So you guys are actually lucky to even have this website existing. So thank you, Pen Paper Scissor, for making all the supplies easily accessible for people, for beginners, and for all sort of artists. So I do not prefer using masking tape. That's because I believe that it might ruin the look of the paper. I prefer using decollaged more. So same process again, even for this. As I previously said, I never followed any rules here. See, every artwork you do, I believe that you should feel relaxed, and we paint for relaxation. We do not keep in mind ki this has to turn out to be perfect. It's okay to commit errors or something. It's just trial and error method. Hi Shreya, I am using these brown, blue, yellow, green, and yellow green, mixture of yellow and green, and also some brown and black. I'll let you know what am I using step by step. In any sort of artworks, white gaps are really, really, really important. I personally believe so because they help you give some realistic look. Okay, should I add one more birch tree? I guess I should, because I'm so tempted to add another birch tree as well. Okay, maybe I'll add it here. This is going to be a smaller one. If it wasn't for live, it would have taken only 15 to 20 minutes for me to complete this whole artwork. Hey Nahid. So this sort of exercise will also be highly relaxing, and you'll feel good doing this. It'll be so satisfying for you to even paint such way. And as far as, so I usually recommend you to go for paper that is above 150 GSM or 200 GSM. The one I'm using is 300 GSM. So there won't be any sort of bleed on the other side of the paper, and you can always have multiple washes on the paper. Thank you, Sangrami. So I'm gonna go for the clouds. We'll go for the land part later. Hey Nahid. Yeah, I'm just using classics palette from Confections Art Philosophico. This is yellow from Confections, and these are just the basic colors I'm using. For blue for cloud, brown for tree, yellow and green would be for the grasses, black would be for birds, obviously. Thank you, Richa. Okay, so I'm gonna wet the paper now. Thank you so much, Nahid. Hi Shreya, this paper is from Artzo, Artloop's handmade paper from Artzo. But I actually prefer Canson, yeah. Canson में colors bleed very effortlessly. And the Canson papers are also available at Pen Papers is a website. I'm just wetting the paper. It will take time if the paper is textured, because the water has to be distributed equally on all sides. Hey Vrush. Paddy 15 NOV. Hi Preeti, what technique is this called as? Okay, I have no idea what this technique is called, but I just figured out this technique when I actually practiced my birch trees when I first illustrated. I guess I painted birch trees around last year or something, and then I felt this technique to be very relaxing, so I didn't have to take any efforts like first drawing the tree and then putting in details later. I felt that too complicated, so I just want to just smudge it once and make some perfect artwork. Noob D. Okay, hey, could you also teach us how to make perfect Christmas tree? Okay, yeah, maybe someday. I guess I have already done an illustration of Christmas tree. You can check that out on my profile. That is Preeti Wise Galeria. Okay, so done with wetting the paper. I'm tired too. So I'm going for the sky. It's gonna be this blue, icy blue. I'm taking little bit of it. It need not be vibrant, because you're just gonna show the clouds very lightly. Paddy 15 NOV. Thank you. And yeah, if you guys are trying it out, if you guys are painting along with me, you can very well do that. It would be relaxing for you too. Hi Vijay, good to see you here. Okay, I only used water to wet my paper. Thank you, Shreya, for answering. Okay, so I'm done with this one. I'm gonna take a little bit of gray. I know I didn't mention on the swatch card, but I felt like this would be more realistic if I add a little bit of gray. Okay, so if you feel like the papers are drying, the paper is drying, you can always take some spray bottle and spray it little bit, to reactivate the paper. I'm just dabbing in very slowly. Hi Shreya. Yes. I love silver black velvet. They're really good. They helped me enhance my artworks a lot. It's easy to work with, to be honest. it's less complicated. The bristles go wherever you want it to go. So I guess that's what matters. Hi Adi. Okay, so I guess I'm done with the clouds. Shreya, yes, Princeton brushes are absolutely amazing. I do use them on regular basis, so you can definitely check them out on Pen Paper Scissor website. They're really, really good. I'm glad I'm using them. So if you feel like something has to be rectified here, you guys can always reactivate the paints. But again, I'll just remind you that it all depends on the paper. There are some papers which leaves patches and you wouldn't be able to reactivate. So which is why I recommend that you guys go for good papers or whatever suits you. I'm not gonna suggest you more like I'm not gonna force you to use any sort of particular papers, but I would definitely suggest you papers about 300 GSM. Sorry, 200 GSM. I always only use 300 GSM strictly because that's easier for me. And you can always lift the paint if you feel like they're bleeding or yeah. Okay, so I'll go for the land part. Land part would be a mixture of yellow and green, this and this. So I'll also add some brown for me to achieve olive green look. You'll see that in the process. Hi Pratik. Okay, good question, but I usually go for textured papers because they give aesthetic look, and I love working on textured papers. It gives sort of realistic look. But I also love Canson for its characteristics of allowing the colors to blend very easily. I am just spreading some green for the land. I'll also add some layers to it. I do not generally go for this particular paper, but anything that's textured is my absolute favorite. But doesn't mean I only use textured papers. But if you check out my profile, you can actually see me using variety of papers of from different brands. I even use Anupam watercolor papers, Canson papers, Chitrapat, even this one, Deckledge papers, handmade papers. So Pen Paper Scissor has the Anupam and Canvas, which is really, really, really good. So guys, can you see how effortlessly I'm painting without masking tape? You can always do that. You don't have to mask your paper and go about following all the necessary rules exactly. I know we have mentioned that masking tape is actually necessary for this workshop, but I don't think so. I generally don't use it. But if you want to, if you don't want to mess up your painting, you can always go for masking tape. And as far as watercolors, I would suggest you all to go for artist grade watercolors every time, because the pigment is much thicker and the quality is good in artist grade paints. And again, pen paper scissor has Brewster watercolor, and Daniel Smith White Nights are my absolute favorite. They are absolutely vibrant. So this Philosophico confections palette, I have literally taken it out after months. I just want to use it, so yeah. But I would on general days I would definitely go for White Nights. Okay, so I'm gonna be adding a bit of yellow here and there. Okay, so this layer is a very deep one, because I would be adding another layer above it for the grasses to show up. Hi Pratik. Okay, how to take care of brushes? Okay, so for instance, I use my brushes and I feel like the bristles are getting ruined or something. If the colors are stuck inside, or if you're not able to wash it properly, you can always soak these brushes in warm water, or there's a soap for cleaning the brushes, brush cleaner, I guess. I'm not sure, but I would suggest you to check it out on the website. If not, you can always use warm water to just soak it in the warm water and let all the colors come out, and you can take it out after some time, maybe like after few hours or something, and then clean the brushes using a cloth or a tissue paper or something like that. Okay, so I'm gonna mix green, yellow and brown. Yellow, green, and some brown. So do you guys see this olive olive green popping out? So this is what I wanted to achieve. If you always feel like you want darker olive color, you can always add a little bit of brown or green. Depends on how you actually want your color to be. Thank you, Nupti. Okay, this one I bought from Art Bloom in store. You can check it out. I mean, I haven't really posted about this on my profile, but I'll be doing it soon, so maybe just stay tuned, or maybe follow my page for updates. So people who are recreating, or you want to recreate this artwork later, can always tag me and pen paper scissor. if you recreate and post it. I'm gonna go for the grasses now. So I'm just drawing some extensions, grass extensions here. You can go for smaller size brushes if you want your grasses to be thin, really thin, but I am able to achieve the same effect here using this brush, so I wouldn't be needing a smaller size brush. I usually go I do not use too many brushes for a painting. So you can also paint some grasses above the tree to give some realistic look. Thank you, Adi. So I'm just mixing up green and brown again and again. You don't have to really bring in yellow. Thanks, Jay. Yeah, olive is one of my favorite colors, so okay. I guess I'm done with the grass. I'm taking a little bit of brown and adding it here so that it looks like sand is all mixed up here. Grass is the land part is definitely not perfectly green, so I'm taking a little bit of brown again and going over on the grasses. Brown here and there, dried up grasses maybe. It's totally up to you. If you want to add these dried up grasses, it's totally your wish. Thank you, Rahul. Okay, I guess I'm done. So every artworks I do, I do not finish it without the splatters. So I'll add a little bit of splatters here and there. Okay, so I'm done. I'll just add some birds for the final touch. For birds, I'm taking some black. So Princeton Neptune size 10 has a little bit of pointed tip than Silver Brush. Okay, this is just my opinion. Okay, so you can check out for these brushes on Pen Papers as a website, guys. It's available. I think so. I remember seeing Neptune series. Hold on, I remember seeing this set though. So you can go for this set as well. It has oval wash, then round brushes, aquarel brushes. So yeah, I'm gonna be adding some birds. Okay, I guess we are done. If you want to add something here because it's empty, because you feel it's empty, then you can always go for it. I literally do not plan for this one. Pratik, hi. Okay, so this view is literally from the land, so you see the tree literally going upward and without some necessary end. So maybe you just gotta assume that probably the tree is ending above, little above, and I'm not drawing any other stuff here. I'll maybe use a little bit of branch here. Thank you, Sangrami. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Vijay. Okay, I'm done finally. So if you feel like you are overdoing your painting, please stop, guys. Wouldn't want to mess up the whole painting by redoing or overdoing it. So yeah, I'm done. this is the end result. I hope you all like it. So I must also tell you one more thing. Before that, I'll just show you this one. So you can go with any sort of color combinations as you like. If you want your birch tree to be blue, it can be blue. If you want it to be yellow, it can be yellow. It's all about creativity, so it's fine, guys. So this is how I illustrated it. Different types of birch. You can also do like this or however you want to. I guess we are done. So if you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask me quickly. So I am back. I hope you all loved my demo. Okay, so can you show me the blue birch maybe? Yeah, sure. One second. Yeah, this is it. I just painted some trees in a slanting manner. Trees never are perfect, so you can paint however you want to. Thank you, Paddy. Okay, Pratik. Yeah, I mean it's perfectly fine to leave the papers like that. In the end, it's just your creation, and I just wanted to leave the edges that way. This is a deckledged paper, so I just wanted to be creative or something. I like different stuff, so I like experimenting different stuff, so it's totally fine. In the end, it's your artwork. In the end, it's whatever you do or whatever you decide. So any more questions, guys? So you can check out Pen Paper Scissor website for any art supplies you want to. They have pretty affordable art supplies. And okay, you're welcome, Pratik. You're welcome, Sangrami. Okay, so if you guys have any more doubts, you can directly ping me on my handle, which is preetywis_galleria. Or you can put forth your questions here in this handle, which is Pen Paper Scissor, and they might forward the questions to me. Knotless laces. Thank you. So thank you so much, Pen Paper Scissor, for giving me this wonderful opportunity. I absolutely enjoyed creating birch tree illustration because it's been a while since I actually painted this birch tree, so it felt refreshing for me too. Jay, yes, absolutely. Deckledged papers are indeed beautiful in its own way. I usually prefer deckledged, for its aesthetics. They look attractive, maybe. So guys, if you recreate this demo, please do tag me and Pen Paper Scissor. And if you feel like you've left out this, if you've missed out this session, you can always go back to Pen Paper Scissors website and check out the IGTV video that I'll be saving. And this live is obviously gonna get saved on the IGTV series. So yeah, I guess that's it from my side, and I guess I'll see you another day if Pen Paper Scissor admin permits me to. So see you all. Thank you.